The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of the staff or management of Visionary-related entertainment.
Aloha and welcome to Maui Nonprofit Notes, the weekly radio show where you'll find us talking story with Maui's nonprofit executive directors and staff to find out how they're working to support the needs within our community. Maui Nonprofit Notes is generously sponsored by Pacific Source. If you're building or remodeling a home, please stop by Pacific Source's Cabinet and Appliance Showroom, located in the Waikapu Bayshard. I'm Susie Tiemann, Executive Director of Lokahi Pacific, and your host for Maui Nonprofit Notes. During this hour, we share some of the experiences of our nonprofit agencies and just how they're changing lives, changing communities, and creating miracles of hope for those with needs. And today we're going to be talking in the first half to Carrie Luna Nunakawa. Gosh, why do I have so much trouble with that?
You have to say that 5 times fast.
Nunakawa. Well, it was 3, wasn't it? Okay. Anyway, she is the president and chief professional officer for Maui United Way, and she has brought along with her, who do we have with you? Angela.
Angela Stewart.
Hi, Angela.
Hello.
You've got something to do with development?
Campaign
and projects
and
coordinator.
Special projects.
Oh.
Because all our projects are special.
They're special to those you're trying to get money from and those you're going to give it to.
That's right. Exactly.
Doubly special.
All around special. Just special all around.
Such a deal. Maui United Way, you've just finished up a campaign.
We did.
How'd we do? We cross the finish line
what?
running?
I have to give props out to our Maui community. They came up big this year.
Cool.
We are so grateful to everyone, all of the businesses that we work with, our individuals, our foundations, our donors. I mean, big and small, they came through huge for their community. Because you never know when you're going to need the support of our nonprofit partners, and that are doing all of the great work in our community. But our goal was to increase our campaign from last year by 10%. We were close to 15%
wow.
this year.
That's a big jump.
It was huge.
And it's been a while since the Maui United Way has been able to do that.
Exactly. So this coming allocation year, our nonprofit partners hopefully will all be very happy. They'll see a nice little bump.
And the folks doing the deciding on who gets what.
Well, you know
have
what?
More money to do.
Well, this is our second.
Oh, the second half.
Second half. So actually, it goes by the percentages
right. Okay.
of what was allocated in the previous year.
So they can already add it up.
Yep. They'll
cool.
know
That's
it.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great.
If they know their percentage, they'll kind of know what's happening. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can expect that percentage bump increase.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Not too many people are saying that right now.
I know. That's why it was huge. It was so huge for us.
It was a really good campaign year. We have over 300 companies that we go and give presentations at, and they have employee contributions, and it went really well this year. And everybody knows that, you never know what's going to happen in the future, as they've seen with everything going on right now. So we need the nonprofits out there,
right,
supporting them.
And this was a great time, too, because everybody did find a little extra money in that paycheck.
Yeah,
Thanks to some of the tax breaks that were given. So, timing is everything.
Right? It is, though.
And even did you see the larger percentage in the overall corporate gifts or individual from the companies?
It was the companies that came through. Our foundations came through. Yeah, those were really, really big. Yeah.
Boy, that's great.
We had some companies that did corporate matches this year too, so that helped tremendously.
Yeah. When you say corporate matches, they matches what the employees
exactly
donated. Okay.
Yep. So, and I think people are understanding what Maui United Way does. We don't sponsor the entire agency, but we're sponsoring specific programs within those agencies. So I think just being a lot more clear of what we do at Maui United Way and how we follow up with people and their programs, and making sure that they're meeting their benchmarks. And we're really stewards of the donors' monies, and making sure that it's going through in the most effective and efficient way possible.
And your website is very good at telling everybody what specific programs that you're working with. I went through it a little bit this morning, and I'm going, I didn't even know they had that program. Hello. It's great, because some of the larger agencies do have lots of programs.
Exactly.
And there are probably some that are high visibility, and then there's others that kind of, they're very necessary, but you can't really talk a lot about them.
Right. They're not necessarily the ones that are very attractive to talk about.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
And
so we support those for sure.
That's great. And they're going to get a little bump in what they get. Cool.
I'm so
wonderful.
happy. So happy.
That's great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So along those lines, we actually do have a fundraiser coming up, and it's brought to us so generously by Afterglow Yoga. So Afterglow Yoga is celebrating their 3-year anniversary in August.
Already?
Can you believe it? So they started at this little tiny studio on Main Street, and they just moved. Well, not just moved. It's been
a few months.
Almost a year, actually, since they moved to Central.
Time flies.
Or I'm sorry, not Central, to Market.
Market
Market,
Street.
the old Wakamatsu fish store. And now they have 2 studios there. They have a studio in Kihei and a studio in Lahaina.
Wow.
I know. So in celebration of their 3-year anniversary, they're actually holding these blacklight yoga specials. The first one already happened in May, and it was actually just for the women. It was a blacklight Shanti yoga. So or Shakti, not Shanti, Shakti Rise. So it's like women empowerment. It was amazing. There were over 50 women that came out, painted themselves up, and rocked out, and was all about women empowerment. It was great. June 6th is the next Blacklight Yoga, and it's actually for men, women, children. And it'll be in the Lahaina studio from 7 to 9, July 6th. Then we have, or June 6th, I'm sorry. Yeah. I keep saying July. June 6th.
It's going to be here too soon,
Yeah. Well, July 14th will be in Kihei, 7 to 9, Blacklight Yoga. And then the big celebration, it all culminates on Market Street at First Friday, August 3rd, where they're going to celebrate their 3-year anniversary and have another Blacklight Yoga from 7 to 9. And so all proceeds will be going to Maui United Way. They picked Maui United Way. So want to give a shout out to Jasmine Judson, who is the owner of Afterglow Yoga. She's amazing and just wants to help out the community. And so they picked Maui United Way because then it goes to all of our partner agencies, and they can spread the love to the 32 partners that we have.
Now, have they opened all 3 of these stores in the 3 years?
Yes. So Wailuku was first, then Lahaina, and then Kihei.
And then they had to expand this one?
Yeah. And they expanded the Wailuku one.
That's incredible.
And yoga is for everybody. Everybody. Everyone. Right. And because everyone says, oh, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible. It's not about that. Don't worry. You just go where you are. It's all about the journey. Journey to self.
Is that right?
Yes.
Gary's shaking his head.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
No.
We're going to get Gary in there, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I drive by there every day.
That's true.
Watches them go in with their
I
mats.
want Susie to come. I would like to see Susie here.
Well, when they were up here on Main Street, they were right across from my office.
That's right. Yeah.
And every once in a while, some other people would park in our parking lot.
Ooh.
And it's like, oh no! I mean,
Yes.
it's as if we've got plenty of room, right?
I know.
But usually it was the 6 o'clock crowd.
Oh, so they're gone.
So
by
most
7.
of our people are
Yeah.
gone, and that was okay. But where they park during the day, I don't know, because there isn't that much available.
No. But part of it is getting the workout, parking and then walking and whatever. So
That's the pre-workout.
yeah. So we really want to shout out to Afterglow for thinking of Maui United Way during this time.
But I always watched the people with their, their mats,
Yoga mats.
under their arm,
And the good thing about these classes that they're holding is that they're only $10
Yeah.
for each session.
Really?
So it's a
$10.
good savings because classes can be expensive, and this is $10, so anybody can get in there. And if you've never tried it before, this is a good way to try it.
Yep. And you get to paint yourself.
Yeah.
Non-toxic, of course. And then the black light is on and you're glowing. It's so fun. It's so fun. I mean, seriously, people are taking like 40 minutes to paint themselves because they're trying to think of what would be the best way to glow. So it's fun.
Interesting. So how long is a yoga session?
So this one is about an hour. So they say 7 to 9, but we start about 7:30 and at 8:30. Yeah.
You start cleaning up.
Start cleaning up and stuff.
You don't
yeah.
want to go outside with all that on.
Well, I do. It's fine.
Be on that. Let's see when they're here. That's it. August 3rd. So we're gonna listen to the scanners.
We have some people with paint on their faces walking around. Anyway.
Go mingle with the folks from First Friday.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh.
June 6th, register because it's actually almost sold out, the Lahaina one.
Okay.
And the next one will be in Kihei, July 14th.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, that's tremendous. I mean, I love to hear successful businesses.
Right?
And starting 3 years ago, that was not a great time.
Right, right.
So
And the
I give
thing
'em
with
credit.
Afterglow, too, is that Jasmine is from here. She went to Kincaid. And one of her biggest things is that a lot of times it's so inaccessible because of the cost. But it's really great. They have a $25 introductory 2-week unlimited yoga to try out all the different classes you want and things like that.
So there's all different kinds of yoga.
Yeah.
I mean, some are more active than others. Or,
Absolutely. Yep.
okay.
Yep. So,
Interesting.
so fun. Come check it out.
I know nothing about yoga.
I invite you to come and learn a little. But something
should-
else coming up.
Okay.
We have Day of Action, which is June 21st, and the reason why I know this, it's my baby's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be 7.
Oh my. Now wait a minute. That's not your baby.
That's not the baby. Yeah, but he's still my baby.
Okay, I was gonna say it hadn't been 6 years since you were here last.
June 21st, Day of Action, and we are targeting our Tools for School drive, and our drive runs from June 19th through July 8th. But our Day of Action, June 21st, we're going to focus on our Tools for School drive, and we're really trying to make sure all of our keiki are going to be well prepared when they start school in August. This year is August 6th, I think, is the first day of school.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
And the last day of school is this week.
Is this week Thursday.
My.
No rest for the
tomorrow.
weary.
That's tomorrow.
No, today's Wednesday. No. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. You know why? Memorial Day threw me off.
It did a lot of people.
Lordy.
Yeah.
I missed the trash day because it threw me off. I know.
So that means we have Wailuku First Friday this week.
Yeah, that's right.
On the 1st.
On the first.
Ooh, on the 1st.
It's just something for everybody
Right?
every day.
Every day. So we're actually going to be taking donations through our website. We're going to text people. But Day of Action, June 21, Tools for School. And we're going to let people know if they donate $10, how many kids that'll help out. We're going to be doing something a little bit different this year. We're going to do packets. So have our... hopefully we'll have enough backpacks and be able to stuff them with all the real essential school items that kids need. And then the different agencies will be able to pick them up and distribute them to their kids.
Unless there was on your website, there was something about last year's Tools for School.
Yeah.
408 keiki receiving school supplies.
Yep.
That's spread out.
Spread
Any
out.
school.
Any school all across Maui County.
How do you find out who needs...
So we
do you
ask
work
our
with?
agencies to
okay.
submit the names of the keikis and the amount and what they need and things
okay.
like that. Yeah.
Easy way.
Yeah.
They know.
They know because they're the ones right
Working
in
with them.
right in the trenches for sure.
Interesting. What age group are we talking about?
So elementary through high school,
Okay.
and we also partner with Pacific Media Group and also HMSA to help out and fulfill those those wishes for our keikis.
Terrific. And that
Yeah.
starts on,
June 19th.
okay, and that's through you guys.
Through us, through Maui United Way. So call us, and we'd love to work with businesses, hotels, anyone that wants to help out with getting school supplies to our kids. That would be great.
Very great. Very great. We got to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Already.
Aloha from Pacific Source, and thank you for your support over the years. Pacific Source has offered more of what builders and homeowners value most in building materials and cabinet design. We've done this by offering superior customer service and products, as well as by designing kitchens and baths that are intelligent and elegant while staying true to your vision and budget. Visit our showroom in Waikapu in Central Maui, where we display a variety of cabinets as well as top-name appliances like Sub-Zero, Wolf, Viking, KitchenAid, and more. We display countertops, tile and wood flooring, and several brands of windows and doors, including Fleetwood multi-slides and La Cantina folding doors. Come in and talk to our designers about making your dreams become a reality. From concept to completion, we really believe our attention to detail and superior service are what sets us apart. Let us show you what we mean. We are a Pacific Source at 515 East Oahe Way in the Consolidated Base Yard in Waikapu, just off Waiko Road. Call us at 986-0380. That's 986-0380, or look us up online at packsource.com.
And we are back. This is Maui Nonprofit Notes, your weekly radio show where we talk story with... Hello, that was... My voice is cracking because we were kind of having too much fun during the break.
We always do, though.
I know we do. And, you know, it's easier to work on serious subjects if there's a little levity around the edges.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, you just get mired in it.
Yeah.
And just,
Yeah.
Okay. Take a
I
breath.
think that was the hardest lesson I learned as a counselor. I was a counselor in my previous life, and my first year counseling, it was probably the most traumatic experience in my life. And you have to kind of learn to separate things and then bring a little bit of levity to the situation and to just your life so that you don't go insane.
Right?
Yeah,
And that's a good lesson, and now
Yeah.
you've carried it forward.
absolutely.
And I think it also allows you to get a lot more done.
Yes, for sure.
Because you keep getting dragged down. You become part of the problem
Right, right.
if you spend your whole time
Yeah.
dealing with that.
Yep, absolutely.
Or dwelling in it, or however you want to say it.
Dwelling.
Dwelling. Okay, so we've been talking about the Afterglow's Blacklight Yoga fundraiser
That's right, for Maui United Way.
for Maui United Way in Lahaina, Kihei, and on Market Street here in Wailuku. We talked about the Day of Action, the tools for schools,
Yeah.
and now...
So June 21st is a big day actually for Maui United Way because we also have our annual awards luncheon. And this year we're doing it a little bit differently, and I'm really excited about what we're doing. And we're really going to highlight our nonprofit partners and make sure that the community really understands how great they do at servicing our community and focusing on our success. I think that's important for everyone to know and always keep in the forefront of their minds.
So you'll be talking more about the agencies than about the
Yeah.
fundraising.
Absolutely.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
You know, and again, I think back to looking through the list of you've got your partner agencies, and then you've got your, what's the other group of agencies?
Associate.
Associates. And what's the difference between the two?
So our associate agencies don't get allocations from the general fund that we do, but they can receive designations through the campaign. Yeah. So, but these are bigger organizations that, well, YMCA used to be part of us, but now they're an associate agency because they've kind of graduated. They don't necessarily need Maui United Way funding anymore. And so actually we're actually going through a little bit of a shift through Maui United Way as well, and we'll be on air guaranteed talking about that in a
Cool.
couple of months too.
Okay.
But so yeah, we have associate agencies and we have our partner agencies.
And the partner agencies are the ones that get the allocations.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
And so on the 21st, you're going to be celebrating
our nonprofits. For
Very
sure.
good.
Yeah.
And then you got one other big thing.
One
coming
other
up.
big thing. We're moving.
You're moving.
Maui United Way is moving.
After 15 years in that glorious building.
And we say that with so much love.
Yes. I'm trying to remember the last time I was in there, which is terrible because that means I don't do much with Aloha United.
No.
I don't do anything with Aloha United Way.
Okay,
Maui
there you
United
go.
Way.
Thank
There you go.
I almost made it through the show without doing
did.
that.
Oh man!
Gosh.
See, now you owe it to me to come to yoga now.
That could happen, I guess. Couldn't it, Gary?
Right after glass blowing, right?
I don't know. It make what?
My aunt just posted a picture of a video. She does glass blowing.
She did the glass.
Well, no,
Oh.
she's in Washington though, but
Oh.
she did, and so it reminded me
Yeah.
of what we talked about, and I was like, I need to do that class.
Okay.
Man,
Maybe if we get enough people together, they'll do a special class for just.
oh, that would
All
be
of us.
You
fun.
combine it, yoga and glass blowing.
Ooh.
Like
That's
they
a
do.
good idea.
That would be fun. I would do a quid pro quo.
Oh, visions of whatever are going through my head. Ouch.
Well, you do know they do goat yoga, right?
No.
Right.
Up country, they do goat yoga.
Do they really?
You have yoga class, and they have little tiny goats, like baby.
Leslie Mullins took that.
Yeah.
She
Did
posted it on
Oh
Facebook.
yeah, so cute.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I would feel about that. But everyone who says it's fun.
Yeah. That's what she said. Okay.
Yeah.
And I just kind of, said, oh, whatever. She got too much time on her hands.
But yeah, so back. See, this is what happens to us. We always start talking and then we go off on a tangent. But
True.
Maui United Way is moving from our beautiful location
In the Wailuku
Industrial
Park.
Area. It was previously known, I think, as the Chandelier Building back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we are going to the Cameron Center.
Really? Whoa. Neat.
We're so excited, and we're excited to be with our partner agencies because we have a
Lots
bunch of
of 'em,
partner
yeah.
agencies there. So it just makes a lot more sense for us to be where our partners are, and be more accessible and have safer parking.
Have more parking.
Have more parking. Period.
parking.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
And
I think the last time I went to something there, it was do not park under the building.
Yeah. Oh, we
Your
still
car
have
will be
those.
gone.
We still have those issues, and
Yeah.
amongst many others. But
Okay. Cameron Center. Are you getting one of the new spaces? It's
no,
just freshly
actually,
redone, or?
well, yes. Sorry. So they did some remodeling and refurbishing, and so yeah, we're actually going to be right next door to Maui Mediation Services, which is one of our partner agencies
downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs.
Yep.
Floor level.
Yep, floor level. So we're really excited. It's a little bit smaller, but we're going to be waiting for a little bit bigger space to open at Cameron Center, and hopefully we'll be able to do that once. There's going to be some moving going on as they're finishing the different buildings and things like that. So
But at least in the meantime, you've got
Yeah.
the conference room, you've got the
exactly.
front room,
There's a
plenty of
kitchen
places,
too
yeah.
there. I mean, and there's the healthy cafe right there.
right.
So I need to lose the last, 10 pounds of baby weight.
Get your Tabasco sauce out and your salt and pepper. And
Oh, come on, Susie.
I used to eat there once a week just to prove that I could do it.
You can do it. It's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, it is. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great food.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. It's just that once in a while you just like to doctor it a bit.
Need
Need
a
some
little.
flavoring.
But we're saying, the grounds there are so beautiful.
They are.
And it'll be nice, in between little breaks to just walk around, and you can't do that where we are right now.
That's
So
true. That's true.
We're really excited.
And that's coming up when?
So we're hoping to be completely moved in by the end of June. So come July 1st, we will be at Cameron Center.
Cool. That's great.
Yay, we're excited. Yes.
Wonderful. So, nothing else?
Wasn't that enough? That was
No.
a lot of stuff.
That was pretty good. I will have to admit.
Yeah.
I
That was a lot
I
of
will.
stuff.
It's okay. So now this is finishing up this year.
Yep.
And then right away you turn around
And we start
the
again.
new one when?
September 1st,
Oh my gosh.
right?
So right after the move.
So
we're
right
getting
after the
back into
move,
it.
yeah, exactly. In fact, we're already getting into it.
Yeah.
We've already planned out what we need to be doing this summer, and welcoming some new board members
Oh, okay.
too. So that'll happen on June 21st as well
At your annual meeting.
at our annual meeting. Yep.
So we haven't let you say much.
I know. I'm sorry, Ange.
That's okay. No, actually, also at our annual meeting, since it is our day of action, June 21st, we're just encouraging people when they register to also bring along an item, a school supply item, pencils, backpack, anything that they can bring, just to kind of add to that. And just, we just want to make sure and get 100% of the kids covered this year. That would be so awesome if
I know.
every kid had their backpack with their school supplies to go back to school with.
Yeah,
So.
that's one of the big things. We're hoping that we can give out backpacks to every kid because, everyone wants to go to school with a backpack on and be ready and show that they're ready. So
Right.
hopefully we can do that.
Terrific. You guys make the half hour go so fast.
It's so fast. It's crazy.
Just like the year.
I know. Gosh. And as you get older, it just goes faster and faster. Like, what's up with that?
I don't know. Does it?
It does.
It does. I leave it up to you older folks to tell me.
That's right.
That's right. For you, it's the combination of work and the kids and
I
the
know.
whole thing,
Oh,
the whole package.
The whole craziness.
Anyway, any last comments before we have to send you out of here?
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
We always have so much fun.
It's my privilege to have you. My pleasure to have you.
Yeah. Thanks, Gary.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And Gary even enjoys it.
I always say something crazy, that's why. It's like, oh God, it's that one again.
Is she like that at board meetings and annual meetings?
She
and-
is, and we love that. We love that about her.
Yeah?
We love her energy. Keeps
I'm
us
the
going.
crazy one. Where it's like, woo.
Getting board members must be a snap for you.
Well, actually, you know what? We're gonna have 18 board members.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's kind of crazy.
That's a lot of people.
A lot of people, but we're very thankful.
It'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lots-
it's gonna be great.
Now, do they do a lot of the judging on things?
So some of them do participate in our allocations for sure, but they do a lot of advising and giving some advice, and especially the shift that we're kind of moving into, we're getting a lot of support from them, which is great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Terrific. So you've got things starting right away in next week
Yep.
with the Black Light Yoga and going to the Day of Action and the Tools for Kids and the annual meeting, and then we'll see you back here.
Moving,
Oh, moving. Oh, yeah. How can I forget that?
Yeah, and then we'll be back again.
and then we'll be back in here too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good, you guys.
Thank you,
Great.
Karen and
Thank
Angela.
you.
Maui United Way, always on the move, always working to help the community and those in the community who need assistance in whatever way. And look at that, she's headed for the door. I haven't even finished talking about her and she's gone. Come on in, Kavika. Wait. Thank you very much, ladies. Have a great day. Okay. The second half of the show, we're going to be talking with Kavika Matos, who is, what is your title? I know you're like coordinator for the Fathers.
Program supervisor, and I also facilitate. I'm the all-around guy.
You name it, you do it.
Yes.
So I know that every year we can count on seeing you for the celebration of Fathers, which must be coming up.
Yes, right around the corner. 2 Saturdays from now.
Aha. It's the annual event that I should say that you're with Maui Family Support Services, so we get you in the right organization. But how's it going?
It's going great. I just rushed over here from doing a men's group up at the Aloha House Residential Treatment Center, which I love to go and share with the men that are up there. And so, yeah, it's great to be here this morning, or this
Yeah,
already afternoon.
That's right. We're in afternoon time. Yeah. What I know that we talked when first started talking with the folks at Maui Family Support Services about the celebration of fathers, actually about the guys being dads. And it always comes back around to anybody can have a child, but not everybody can. No, that's not the way it goes. How does it? Any man can father a child.
Father a child, make a child.
But not be a dad.
But to be a dad is really important. And not only to our biological kids, but also I believe that we can all be role models, good role models, both men and women, surrogate parents, if you will, to all children in our community. Yeah.
That's a good statement, because it's not just your child out there.
Correct.
So we also talked about how there's no how-to book that comes with a baby.
Boy, isn't that the truth. My 5 children are all adults now, and I'm really glad that I've had a lot of experience working with kids to now maybe help them with some tips and parenting my mo'opunas, my grandchildren, maybe a little bit better than I did as a parent. I always knew I wanted to be a nurturing father, a nurturing parent. But yeah, like you say, parenting doesn't come with an exact manual. So some of us take what we've learned, from generation to generation, and some of those things we were taught and raised with were good things. But there's always a better way, I think, to raise our children, to be more nurturing and loving, to help them in this time that's so difficult for children compared to a lot of us, the way we were fortunate to be raised.
I know. I keep thinking, I have nieces and nephews with young children, and I think, oh, I'm glad it's them and not me.
Yeah, I kind of do that too. I can now go to my bedroom when the grandchildren are around, and I'm just kind of exhausted. But as a parent, sometimes you just can't run away. Yeah, so having patience and staying focused on their needs and being nurturing, I think, is really important.
And that's true today or back when.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes the means or the how-to changes a bit with time and circumstances.
And society, the way society has changed and social media has changed. There's so many influences now on children. So I feel like we as parents and, surrogate parents need to be the best that we can for all children in this really sometimes difficult times for children.
Well, they're exposed to so many things at such young ages.
True.
There's none of this. We'll talk about that when you get older.
Right. Teaching them to have good values, core values and beliefs is so crucial. It's unfortunately with so many broken families today and kids being pulled left and right. We have to be the adults in the children's lives, to not use them as our personal counselors, but to be able to nurture them and have great boundaries. Look at corporal punishment differently, I guess. The nice word is corporal punishment, but, the old school was discipline your kids. Well, discipline is a nice word. We changed the words licking to discipline, but discipline really means to teach and to nurture, as opposed to using corporal punishment, right? Right.
And it in so many times it sounds so harsh, and so it truly was punishment.
It was. And so sometimes adults will tell me, I work with families. I run a program called Hui Kako Ohana, which means to support a family, which was a group setting for a year, and now we've just changed it to be a one-on-one support to families, where I go through a curriculum called Nurturing Parenting. It's a great curriculum. And so that's one program that I run as well. And then I also run Kani Connections, which is mostly the men's group called Hui Kane every week. So I try to, when I talk to parents about ways to discipline their children, oftentimes I will hear, well, look at me, I turned out okay even if, and I'd say, no, you turned out okay despite all the abuse, right? We turned out okay. So there's always a different way. There's always a different way and different things to learn if we have the right people to teach us.
Right. I think back to some of the things that I saw as discipline measures when I was growing up. And I look at it today and I think, would some of the techniques we have today worked? And I think, no, not back then. We didn't know enough to use today's methods. And I'm getting the high signs. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back, and Kavika can tell us.
Aloha from Pacific Source, and thank you for your support over the years. Pacific Source has offered more of what builders and homeowners value most in building materials and cabinet design. We've done this by offering superior customer service and products, as well as by designing kitchens and baths that are intelligent and elegant while staying true to your vision and budget. Visit our showroom in Waikapu in Central Maui, where we display a variety of cabinets as well as top-name appliances like Sub-Zero, Wolf, Viking, KitchenAid, and more. We display countertops, tile and wood flooring, and several brands of windows and doors, including Fleetwood multi-slides and La Cantina folding doors. Come in and talk to our designers about making your dreams become a reality. From concept to completion, we really believe our attention to detail and superior service are what sets us apart. Let us show you what we mean. We are a Pacific Source at 515 East Oahe Way in the Consolidated Base Yard in Waikapu, just off Waiko Road. Call us at 986-0380. That's 986-0380, or look us up online at packsource.com.
And we are back. This is Maui Nonprofit Notes, the weekly radio show where you'll find us talking story with our nonprofit executive directors and staff to find out what's happening in their world. And this afternoon, the second half of the show, we're talking with Kavika Matos, who takes care to work with, I think that's taking care, to work with the guys and talk about being good fathers.
Yeah, I really believe that, as it also states on our flyer that we distribute out in the community, that men should be respectful, responsible, accountable, and honest, have integrity, be healthy partners, nurturing fathers and role models. And this is for all kids, not just our biological, but for all kids in the community. I think that's important.
That's quite a list.
It's a good standard.
It is. Do you find that the men you work with want to be?
Absolutely.
They just don't quite have the pieces working.
What I realized early on from a few years back is that although my parents tried, and as their parents tried, they tried to do the best. We all try to do the best, I think, for our kids in general. And a lot of us have grown up with childhood wounds, and for those that maybe did not heal those wounds, those things come back to haunt us. And so for the men, a lot of men that I work with, some of who have struggled with addiction issues, in and out of incarceration, it's understanding and healing some of those wounds that can help them move forward. And that's my goal, is to help them think about how we were raised, perhaps how we can do things different, and we are in control of those things. We can be the best parents you want to be, and it's just a matter of time and learning these new skills. Life skills, parenting skills, partnering skills, partnership skills, I should say.
Now, how do you get the men that come to your class? Do they call and say, "Hey, I need some help"?
Yeah, through our website, they're referred to us. Currently, we have no mandated men, so these are all volunteers, and we have an average between 20 to 30 men that come from the community who come and want to be a part of our Connie Connections program. For a few years, our program is 12 years old, and it was for the first 10 years, we were called Fatherhood. I just spaced out on the name. Fit Fatherhood.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I don't know why, I just spaced out the name. Involvement Team, sorry.
There you go.
Fatherhood Involvement Team. See, this is why we changed our name 2 years ago to Connie Connections, because we wanted to include all men. It is the reality that men may meet women and vice versa who already have children, and so especially if they had no children, or if they haven't been involved with their own children, it's good to get up on skills before you start to father somebody else's children. I really believe in that, and so the men buy into that, and so they're not mandated to our program, but they really connect. The name is so crucial, I think, because we really connect and be real and support each other. Yeah.
It's interesting. So they kind of come in. I mean, it's not a set schedule of so many sessions.
Well, we use a curriculum called 24/7 Dad. It's a nationally recognized evidence-based curriculum through the National Fatherhood Initiative. And although it was written in the mainland, fathering is across the board, across the world, in all languages. It's basically the same thing, is to love and nurture your children. And so there are 12 lessons in 2 versions, what we call an AM version, like the clock, a PM version, a lesson, version 1, version 2. And it just goes from looking at our boyhood, the way we were raised. We have topics like communication, learning better communication, relationship skills, how to improve and work through your relationships, and different important topics like this that help men start to look at their past or identify their current belief system, and are there changes, are there things that they can do different, especially if they have experienced some negativity. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. What when you see, I know that there's times when they've had their own children, and then maybe they, as you said, they meet somebody who has a younger child again. Do you ever see where they want to start all over and do it differently because the first time they know it didn't work?
I see it all the time. I'm fortunate to see that. I look at that as a blessing to me, because I see these men who come together and are basically open to learning new skills, new things. For our men's group, we make the environment a safe place where it's okay to share from your heart. When you look at these tough men who are considered tough men in our community, but they get emotional and they're real with their feelings. It's so heartwarming for me to see that change, and then them knowing too that they've got support even to be in that vulnerable place, that there's no judgment and that we want to support them.
And that there's others just like them with the same situations.
Yeah, and a lot of guys come in, they're quiet, they want to come in, listen, observe, and what I get often in private is that they go like, wow, these guys are just like me. That we may not look alike, we may be of different ages, whatever it might be, but we have a lot of the same experiences, yeah. And hearing it from other men who are verbal, who want to express themselves, is often eye-opening for the other men. Yeah.
Well, and what a tremendous opportunity for them to have a second chance to maybe do things a little better than they did before. But it's also good for like when their older children start having children, they've got grandchildren now they can do right by the grandchild.
Yeah, we share this poster and we localized it with a father here who is a father of a spectrum of ages of his kids. His youngest is 6, his oldest is 23 or 24, and so he's also in the grandfather stage. And so he used him and his 6-year-old son, and the caption says, when you teach your son, you teach your son's son. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Mm-hmm. Time flies so fast when you're raising children. Some people say it seems like they're around forever, but it's not, right?
No, it's not.
You've raised 4.
Yeah, and I've got 6 grandchildren now, and such a blessed place to be. And so I still feel strongly that it's my obligation to my family to be the best role model, not only for my kids, but even my grandchildren.
Right.
And the kids around us in the community.
And that's the thing that it's the continuation, because we keep talking so often about the bad things coming back around again and so on and so forth, but so do the good.
Sure. I was just sharing that with my men's group earlier, that we're so blessed to be here on Maui and to be able to look at beauty all around us and good people all around us, as opposed to right now as we speak, some children are raised in areas around the world where there's just suffering. So count our blessings, stay focused on the positive is what I try to share, and just keep holomua, keep moving forward.
Right. That's tremendous. Now, the Connie Connection, and then we also talked about positive parenting skills as one of your other programs. The supporting families, as the first one is all men, and the second one, is that more of the family involvement?
Correct.
For parents?
So the first one, if I may share, we hold a men's group that's open to all men at Halimakana Oaiale, that's above the prison and above the shelter in the community center there, across the McDonald's, right next to Starbucks, up here in Wailuku. That's Monday evening at 6 o'clock, 6 to 8, and we have refreshments there. And unfortunately, we don't have any childcare, so it's just basically open to men. The other program that I run is called Hui Kako'ohana, which translates to supporting families, where I do a one-on-one with families using a nurturing parenting curriculum. This one specifically, by the grant that we were awarded through, it's through Hawaii Community Trust Fund, Hawaii Children's Trust Fund. This is for parents who are 29 and under, who have children, at least one child that's age 5 and under. And so basically, I meet with them on a one-on-one basis and go through different topics of curriculum, how to be a more nurturing parent, use positive discipline. We go over like child brain development, developing morals, different topics like that. It's a great curriculum, but it's about being connected and sharing experience. I think that really adds value to this program.
And that you can start that anytime, because it's one-on-one.
Yeah, for us it's a 2-year grant awarded to us, and so we're currently looking for families who want to learn more, and without judgment, and need or want support. And so definitely they can call our agency and ask for me.
Great. And then of course you've got your big celebration coming up. I can't believe it's 12th annual.
Already, huh?
Oh, my goodness. And now you're in the Queen Ka'ahumanu Center.
Yes, we're back center stage, Queen Ka'ahumanu Center on Saturday, June 9th. It'll be an event from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I could share the lineup if you, or the schedule if I may.
Sure.
It's under my paper somewhere. So at 10 o'clock, we'll open up with a welcome, and our CEO, Adele Bagoya Lorena, she'll share a message on behalf of Maui Family Support Services, and we should have a proclamation read as well. Then at 10:15, Leokani, great band with members Kaniloa, Kamaunu, Danny Kapoor Jr., Kavika Ching, and Tony Kapalu. They played music for us back last year in September for our Stand for Children's rally, and their array of music is just beautiful. So they'll be playing for an hour from 10:15 to 11:15, and then we'll do some prize giveaways and more announcements. And then this year, the big thing for our celebration of fathers is our look-alike contest. There'll be a father-child look-alike, dress-alike contest, and actually that's one category, so definitely dress alike so that you get extra points there. That'll go on for about 30 minutes, and then we're also going to have a father-child talent contest from 12 to 1.
Oh.
Each participant, it's open to 20 for the first category, the look, dress-alike category, and then also the talent will have 15 entries maximum, and each participant will receive an adult child mini golf tickets so they can spend some time together after this event. And the winners of each category will actually get a barbecue grill.
Ooh.
A brand new barbecue grill donated both by Lowe's and by Home Depot, which I'm so grateful to have them as sponsors.
That's great. Now, they can only register though there. So
Yes.
first come, sign up.
First
be
come,
one of those 20.
first serve. Be one of those first 20 if it's the lookalike, and 15 if it's the talent.
What age group for the child?
It doesn't really matter. It's
Really?
just open category. Yeah.
So you could have a 35-year-old dad out there with his 12-year-old son,
Correct.
or you could have a 40-year-old with his 21-year-old
okay.
son.
Well, the child has to be a child. Now I get your question. And actually, they can even come in with even more than one child. We're just
okay.
letting it open. In the past, when we've had this competition, we had a father who brought up his 3 children, and all 3 looked like him. It was amazing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's good fun.
It's fun.
It's good fun, and now dress alike as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's great. That's on Saturday, June 9th at Queen Kahuanu Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Last minute thoughts, Kavika.
Just grateful for being here and your radio station who supports us and supports all nonprofits. Our agency is, it does a lot of good work, Maui Family Support Services. And again, the main program that I run is called Connie Connections, open to all men who want or need support. And if you're curious, give us a call.
At?
242-0900, and you can ask for Kavika.
Very good. Thank you, Kavika. It's always a pleasure having you here, and I can only imagine how great your sessions are with these fellows.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We have fun. That's the thing. We can have fun and we can learn, and we take everything serious.
Right.
Well.
Very good. Thank you so much. Maui Nonprofit Notes is sponsored as a community service by Pacific Source, the builder's choice. Give Paul and his staff a call at 986-0380 or stop by their showroom in the Waikapu Bayshard on East Oahe Way to see how they can help you with your building project. Maui Nonprofit Directors Association's purpose is to provide an opportunity for nonprofit agency directors to gain personal and professional support through cooperative development activities. Today we visited with Carrie and Angela of Maui United Way and got an update on all the exciting things that are happening to them and with them over the next couple of months. We also visited with Kavika Matos of Maui Family Support Service and the Connie Connection and what's going on there. Please feel free to give either one a call. If you've heard something that makes you want to get involved with any of these agencies, call them for more information on the programs. How come I don't have any music yet?
It's not 1 minute yet.
Oh, wow. Let's see. What else can I say? We want to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to join us again next week right here, same time, same place, when we will feature 2 other member agencies of the Maui Nonprofit Directors Association. We want to also let you know that you can keep up to date on what's happening on Maui by liking us on Facebook at KAOI 1110 AM and following us on Twitter and Instagram at KAOI 1110 AM. You know, these shows, I don't know, some of them just go so fast. It's like, can't we have 2 hours instead of 1? No, there's another show following us, isn't there? That's the way radio is. It's all about time. So I've got to say goodbye for today. I'm Susie Tiemann, Executive Director of Lokahi Pacific, and your host for Maui Nonprofit Notes. Again, we want to thank you for joining us. Have a great week, everyone. Aloha.